Hi, Jeff Hall here. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I've been really busy. A lot has happened in my life. A lot of bad, a lot of good, but I'm here now making a new video, and I got a request a long time ago to cover this album in a review. I think my friend Samantha, who's been watching my video and likes them, and a guy named Gage something that's been watching my videos and likes them, they've both requested that I review this album. So, no further ado, I'm going to review it, and that is New Order's Movement 1981 2 disc edition. It's got, let's see, it's got 2 CDs in it. It's not the original, I guess, it's the 2 CD version. I'll show you that. You got 2 CDs. The very first disc is the album itself, and the second disc is like every single and outtake and rarity that came out around that year. So you have Ceremony, and you have both versions, like that hit song that was on the singles collection and the greatest hits and best of collections. And you have songs like Everything's Gone Green as well. It's a really good album. It's their best. It's very much like Joy Division. It's like them getting away from that sound and more into a electronic, poppier element, but you still have that hauntingness of the Joy Division sound. See, what New Order was is after Ian Curtis of Joy Division, the singer, died, they wanted to carry on, but they didn't want to carry on as Joy Division in respect for him. So they made New Order. And New Order is a lot poppier, a lot less abrasive, a lot more electronic. And Joy Division had elements of that, but were more heavy and doomy and punk, whereas this is more pop and atmospheric. But at the same time, for this album, it's the most cold and harshest and gloomy of all the New Order albums. The very first track I really like, and I can't remember the name of it right now. I'm really scratchy. I haven't made one of these videos in a long time, but it sounds like, oh yeah, Streams Never End. It sounds like Ian Curtis is singing with them, but he's not. It's Bernard Sumner's and I think Peter Hook singing together, and they created a really weird vocal effect for it. But it sounds a lot like Ian Curtis, or like his ghost is over this recording. Truth is very haunting. Senses, I think, is the name of the song. It has a very old school industrial feel to it. The singles like Ceremony is beautiful. It's always been my favorite New Order song. I think it originally was a Joy Division song, but they later made it a New Order song. And it's just better as New Order, I think, than it was when Joy Division did it. And it's always been my favorite song of theirs, and that's on the second disc with the outtakes. And it's a solid album. I'd say if you like Joy Division and you want to get into New Order, but you want to get into their less poppy side, or you want a more Joy Division feel of New Order, then this is the way to go right here. And after this album, they would slowly start to get a little poppier. But their pop was very interesting and very creative. That's why I'd rather call it atmospheric music than pop music. Because it's still as unique as Joy Division was, but there was a lot more atmosphere. Whereas Joy Division was more abrasive and cold and punk, New Order had a lot of those elements, but with a more creative and atmospheric side. And I really like this album. It's flawless. I love the second disc it includes. There's a lot of reviews on Amazon saying they have skips in certain tracks and mess ups. I haven't had that problem. I don't know if they cleared it up with the newer Rhino release. This is let me see, Rhino through Warner Brothers. It's Rhino reissuing a CD that I guess was originally Warner Brothers, but this also says on this album the Factory years. And Factory was a company that signed Joy Division and produced early New Order. I don't know how much New Order they produced or how long they've been with New Order. I really don't know the history of that really well. But it's a good album. It's flawless. I like every song on it on both of the discs. There's not a bad moment. Temptation's a really good pop song on the second disc. Uh, it's got a lot of unique elements to it. Denial is really good. Doubts Even Here is a very good, gloomy, epic, borderline closer to the actual album itself. I like how I think her name was Jillian. She was accompanying him with some background vocals. She did a really good job with that. I think she's also the keyboardist. But there's a lot of good songs on here, and if you like Joy Division, you'd probably really like this. But they do get a little poppier later on. But I consider it creative in a Peter Gabriel pop kind of way. It's really up to your opinion on it, but it grows on you. But I like this album, and that's just me doing a review because I love this album. It's my favorite of all New Order, and I also got a lot of people requesting it. And I'm Jeff Hall, and that was my review for New Order's Movement 1981 2-disc edition. And I hope this review helped anybody interested in the album or that likes the album, and I'm doing this review justice. Thank you.